Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're about to go ahead and get into the live review of Married to Medicine. It should not last that long, to be honest with y'all, because the show ain't nothing going on this show. And it's so funny because I just saw the other day where Andy was like, hey, what do you guys, we're about to film the reunion for Married to Medicine. What do you guys want? What he asked, what are some questions you guys want me to ask? And I'm sitting up here like, it's time for the reunion that quick? Like, what episode are we even on that it's time for the reunion so quickly? I'm like, they ain't talking about nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing is going on. What's what? And we about to already go to the reunion. So I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this review. And we just gonna see how it goes. So I just got a few things. So first off, we find out that hey y'all, hey Kim, hey Danielle. You said what? Why is Lisa Marie there? Are you talking about Lisa Nicole? Girl, I don't know why she's there. She's not serving a point nor a purpose. Hey Jasmine, off topic, but where can I get that Leo sweatshirt you wear sometimes? I don't know if they sell it anymore, but it's called I think it's called birthdayGirl.com or Birthday Gal or something like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Birthday Girl or Birthday Gal. I got it years ago, like back in 2015. So, yeah, they might have it. I would just check out their website and see. They might still have it. I got it a long time ago. But shout out to the Leos, though. Okay, Kim, they have been cutting seasons. Same with Real Housewives of New Jersey. They only got 14 episodes this season. Excuse me. Hey, Portia. Kim, bravo, doing budget cuts. Clearly, that's what, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're doing budget cuts. Okay. So now we see what's going on. I guess okay, y'all doing these budget cuts, honey, because they show cut off Miss Kim Zodiac show, but we saw that Miss Portia is gonna get her show. So I mean, they doing budget cuts, but is they doing budget cuts? Is they cutting for real? I guess, honey, we gonna see. But anyway, so let's go ahead and hop into this. So we see that Contessa. Yeah, I agree, Kiran. They could have kept Quad off the show. I'm not fully interested in Quad. Yeah, she didn't have to be on. It bothers me so much sometimes. I be seeing her because she be just overdoing it. She be just overdoing her antics. They just be too much sometimes. And I think because I have my little antics too, right? So I feel like it's cool at times, but every single time, Quad, it gives me that she's trying to be the life of the show, the life of the moment, the life of the scene or something every single time. And it's like, you don't really got to do all that. Welcome back, Ranting with Ricardo. So yeah, that's what bothers me about Quad. And then honestly, I cringe and I hate seeing Quad on this show and not seeing Mariah on the show, but I guess it's, I just got to deal. Same way I had to deal with seeing Portia and not Phaedra. Contessa looked cute. She did look, she really gonna look cute next episode when she have on that outfit. I was like, look at Contessa, okay? They cutting shows that aren't giving them ratings and cutting the Real Housewives of New Jersey season so Melissa and Teresa can go to the All-Star Housewives show. Interesting. Okay. Speaking of Contessa, we see that Contessa caught the virus. So because she caught the virus and she had been exposing herself to all these people, unfortunately, everybody had to quarantine, right? So we see that Contessa, after quarantining, goes over to sit down with Quad. Out. Anyway, she go over there to Quad house, and Contessa starts talking about the dog and how her dog ended up getting dog napped by the nanny. Okay, she said, but then she used that as a segue into Scott because she got to bring Scott up, and she talks about how maybe it was best that way because that the nanny got the dog because she feels as though it could have been too much for him. And then she goes on to mention the fact that he's about to be 50 years old. I do not understand what Contessa's thing is about this 50 years old. She feels the need to always, he's 50. He's about to be 50. He's about to be 50. He's about to be 50. She like, what is it about that? Okay, as if he couldn't be tired of your ass at 48. Like, I'm confused. Okay, I don't like Mariah, but I do think they need to bring her back. I also think they need to bring Quad back as a main cast member. I like the position Quad got. I barely want to see her. I'd be like, she fine where she at. But I'll be honest and say I'll take Quad as a main cast member over Anila. I would do that. I would take Quad over as the main cast member over Anila because Anila ain't giving us anything. Okay, so Quad as Contessa is bringing up her husband, Quad is like, well, girl, what's been going on, y'all? You know, what has changed or whatever. And Contessa is sarcastic and she's like, nothing, literally nothing has changed at all. She says that she thinks that he resents her because he told her he was almost done with her ex, okay, when she went off to school. And she says that she also goes on to mention that she ain't got time for him and she don't have time to focus on him. And when she said that he was almost done with her, I'm like, he probably was stressed out when he said that. I probably would have felt that way too. Okay. I would have felt that way too. You act like I don't have a job and things that I'm trying to do. You act like everything is Contessa. You know, so I don't really like how she be out here trying to make herself seem like the victim and he is the problem and stuff. And when he was over there saying that he didn't want her to resent him. And now she's saying that she thinks that he resent her. And I wouldn't be surprised if he told her I was almost done with your ass a long time ago. I wouldn't be surprised if he told her that a long time ago, but she keep bringing up old stuff, okay, and trying to speak on it now. Let me see what y'all said in these comments before they go away too far. She trying to let us know that if he possibly kicks the bucket, that it was because of his age. Shaking my head. Anila is too meek. I can deal with Mariah over Quad. I feel the same. I don't like superiority complex Mariah has. I never really got that vibe from Mariah. You know, I didn't really get that from her. I feel like Heavenly can be worse than Mariah at times with talking about how her husband is better than everybody else's and what she has going on is better than everybody else's. I think a lot of people perceive that from Mariah because she definitely put these ladies on the map with that show, Pay Homage. You know what I'm saying? So I never really got that superiority complex from Mariah. That's just, you know, I don't recall seeing it, but she definitely would collect and gather the girls and let them know that she's not playing with them. Okay. And I feel like all those ladies, whatever issue they have with Mariah can be made upable, if that's a word, you know, can be forgiven because she and Toya, I believe it was, actually threw blows. They actually threw hands. So for me, I feel like if those two ladies can make up whatever issue y'all have with Mariah, whatever issue it was, y'all could have made up from that. You know, y'all could have came back from that. The Mariah Reeves, yes, when she be in the confessionals, hilarious. Okay, I loved to see her and Heavenly go toe to toe because can't nobody handle Heavenly like Mariah can handle Heavenly for sure. They similar in personality. Contessa is stressful. Personally, I would have left her, but do what makes you happy. First season by the pool. Yes, first season by the pool was everything when they got the tunning. Okay, when they got the fighting up in there. All right, so yeah, that's what's going on with Contessa always blaming Scott. It's like every single episode she got to bring up something that Scott is doing wrong or something that Scott did. And the only person that can really call her on her SHI is Jackie. Everybody else just eat up what she's saying. But Jackie knows how to ask the right questions, okay? Portia says, I agreed. Now Toya is the one people need to keep at arm's length. I feel that way. Like, I'm getting tired of Portia. I'm not Toya, Portia. I'm sorry, Toya. I'm getting tired of Toya. Toya has been getting on my nerves with her antics. I appreciate the fact that she came to the show. When she came to the event and she speaks to how y'all doing? Hey, how you doing? Okay, she ain't really give them nothing. Okay, I appreciate that. Even though Anila had all that mouth for her, she was ready for her. But I'm gonna go ahead while I'm on Toya. Let me skip down to that because it wasn't a whole lot that was going on besides Heavenly and her son wanted to do real estate, which I thought was hella dope. I think it's great. She was taking him with her so that he can learn these different opportunities. I love the fact that she's gonna be able to invest for her son. So shout out to Heavenly. Me and Heavenly has had a hate-love relationship Okay, but over the season so far, I'm enjoying heavily. I must say, I am enjoying heavily, and I even enjoy her reviews even more, honestly. But let's get down to this sex therapist self-love party that Jackie threw. Toya came in. She didn't really want to talk to nobody for real. She goes and sit with her good friend Anila, thinking that Anila was gonna be Team Toya. That wasn't true. Okay, Anila was not here for that. Now, prior to getting there, we saw Anila talking to Simone because she's feeling a way about Toya because she says Toya been around here talking SHI about her to other people. You know, I guess talking about her finances, calling her stupid, calling her ignorant, or whatever. So she didn't like that. And so when Anila, when she comes over to sit down next to Anila wanted to let her know some things. She says she wanted to address the issues. She told Toya, I have issues with you. This is what's happening. I didn't like that you've been talking about me to people. Toya's like, girl, what is you talking about? She said, well, for one, you know, when you were bringing up the whole makeup artist situation, she said that she brought that up. She said, I didn't want you to speak on that in front of other people. Now, the notes that I have here is that Anila, you just mad because your ass was putting up a facade and people starting to see you for what it is. You out here trying to keep up with the Joneses, which happens to be, thank you so much, Danielle. Let me go ahead and put that on the screen. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you out here trying to keep up with the Joneses, which happens to be Toya and Eugene. Okay, trying to act like you got money and you only thing you doing is blogging, and now your stuff being put out there that you ain't really got it like that. So now you want to be mad at Toya. Another thing was Toya didn't bring up the makeup artist. You did. You brought that up when y'all sat down at that in the van with everybody. You brought that up, and Toya just addressed it. She was like, "Wait a minute, girl, you ain't paying him yet." Okay, you talk to, oh girl, I'm trying to work on a house. I'm trying to get this done. I'm trying to get that done. If you could not afford to pay a makeup artist $100 to $200. Then you shouldn't have got your damn makeup done. So I was with Portia, like, girl, don't put that. I'm not Portia. I keep saying Portia. She all in the news, Lord. But I was with Toya when Toya said that, like, girl, So then Anila starts talking about Toya talking SHI to other people. She didn't like that. Okay. And she's like, well, what are some of the things that I said? And she was like, well, girl, you're calling me dingy. You're telling everybody that I'm dingy. And I could have sworn I heard Toya say, I mean, sometimes we are dingy. I believe Toya admitted that they're both dingy. But here's my thing, if that is the case, and she did say we, because I do believe she said we. My issue is this, Toya, if you know you dingy, and you done sat up there and said you and Anila are dingy, then why would you sit up here and be mad at Contessa? Why are you mad at Contessa? Because Contessa said y'all weren't smart. When you just confirmed that y'all dingy as hell. So I don't even want to see that be an argument at the reunion. Y'all don't even need to talk about that, in my opinion. Okay, so that was dumb. But I was here for I'm here for Toya. I feel like Anila do need to be called out, and if you wrong, you wrong. But it unfortunately is coming from the wrong messenger, which is Toya, who's had her own financial issues in the past, and now she's trying to give out advice. I do find that funny because I had a friend at one point that it's like, now you finally get in a halfway decent relationship and you want to start trying to give relationship advice. And I'm looking sideways like, okay, if that's what you want to do, okay. Only to find out that the stuff you got going on ain't even that good anyway, okay. He's still a flawed ass dude. But okay, you know, so I understood where Toya was coming from, but I feel like I understand where Quad coming from too, because it's like, girl, you ain't even all the way out the water, and you over here trying to give somebody advice about what they need to do. No, ma'am. Let me see. Okay, Ranting says, oh, her tea got spilled and she did it herself. She not that bright. Portia says, Toya is upset about Quad talking about her. She failed to realize that the only reason Quad said anything is because she was talking about her on a live. Yes, I do believe that is how that went. I wasn't really interested in the whole sex talk the lady was doing with these older ladies. I did not care to see any of that. I don't want to see Quad put no choke thing around nobody's mouth and spanking their booty. I'm good. I'm good. Save it. I'm good on that. I didn't need to see the soft porn. Later on, we see Quad and Heavenly have a sit down. Quad walking in the house doing too much. First of all, let me get this out of the way. Quad is a very pretty lady. That lady is very, very pretty. I will give Quad that. But I'm not sure who does her hair, her wigs, but I hate how they do her wigs, and she needs a better person to do them because they're not doing a good job with her wigs. I would rather see Quad wear her natural hair. When they showed the one with her hair being short and she had the bangs swooped around, I really liked that. I was like, oh, that looked good. That looked like Quad hair. And then when she turned her head, I could see that it actually was a lace front. So I don't know. It's giving me Drew Sidora action where you're always constantly wearing some type of, you know, wig or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I would like to see your hair breathe at some point. Okay, so yeah, child, come on. But anyway, so we see that they're speaking about Toya. So when Quad goes into Heavenly's house, y'all know Heavenly has rearranged. The only person that can get Heavenly to change her motherfucking house is Toya. Every time Toya talk about her house, she wants to change it. So that's what she did. She went and got new furniture. She said, Toya said my furniture was trash or whatever, or it wasn't about nothing or whatever. Then she goes on to tell Quad, like, you know, I think Toya is going through a lot. You know, sometimes you just never know what a person is going through, which is why they go off and they say the things that they say. Okay, she says she's coming off as though she's being negative, like she's a lot of negativity, as though she's miserable. And then Quad spoke on her being hella quiet. Quad said, well, it was very interesting to see her coming to the event, and she was quiet. She ain't hear nothing out of her, not even a peep. She was quiet as hell, so that was shocking because y'all know Toya has been extremely loud this entire time, and she finally gave me what it is that I needed was for her to quiet it down just a little bit, so I appreciate that. They bring up the issue between Anila and Toya, and then that's when Heavenly said something like, well, Toya called her broke or something like that. Toya said that she ain't got no money and she broke. And then Quad was like, oh, she got some nerve when she was struggling to get her mortgage, okay? And she had this going on and she had that going on. So Quad was out here really letting Miss Toya have it because she's still mad at Toya because Toya talked about Quad not having a house and stuff. So Quad had to go in on her. So that's where they are. That's all that took place on the show. It wasn't a whole lot at all, y'all. Same old same. The episodes have been a drag and very dry, and I'm shocked that they're about to have this reunion. And I'm like, how many more episodes is it? Do we have another month of episodes or something before this reunion? Because y'all not giving us anything. Her wigs be crunchy. They be something, honey. They be something, okay? And I just want her, I got a huge forehead myself, but I just want her to like have a wig that she can pull closer onto her forehead or whatever. Like, just, I don't know. I don't like how they do her no justice with her wig. She is so pretty. Like, why do y'all do her hair like that? Like, I hate it. It's no justice done. Does anybody believe that Dr. Jackie's freak number is a 7? I don't. I believe it's a 2, if that. Okay. But you never know now what she do behind closed doors. She may come off with a certain image in front of the public and the people, but how she is behind closed doors, you know, girl, it may be high. Well, if she broke, then she broke. She spilled her own tea. How is it anybody else's fault besides Ant Farm? Thank you. Like the video, guys. She's a beautiful girl with a nice body, but yeah, her wigs are giving me Drew Sidora. Low budget value. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I don't like that. And Quad makes too much money according to her, and she done went and bought a new house for y'all to like devalue the wigs and the styles that's on her. Okay, I hate it. I hate it so much. She is so pretty. I'm just like, y'all gotta cut it out with this right here now. Okay, I know she can afford it. Okay, because one thing y'all say about Toya, y'all gonna say Toya broke and she ain't got nothing to tell you. Toya gonna make sure that hair look good. Toya gonna make sure that hair is on point if she don't do nothing else. Okay. Her freak number could be 7 because we don't know what that lady do in her bedroom. That's right. She might be a lecturer in the not a lecturer in the hellfire room, honey. She might, and Curtis may enjoy all of it. Okay, he may enjoy every single bit of it. Yes, Drew Sidora wigs. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was giving me. I hate it, but you know, that's all that I have. Okay, it's about to be 7 o'clock, so I'm about to go ahead and hop off, move over so that I can go ahead and knock out this review for Jocelyn's Cabaret. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and head over. And before you head out, make sure you like the video. I definitely appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Bye bye.